Hey, so we're on the Chicago Drupal Meetup, and we've got Thomas gonna create a merge request for an issue. So Thomas, the issue is in the chat there.
Okay, let me see if I can get to the chat. Where is the chat? Is it the last one?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It says
Page not found.
yes.
You have V at the end. I've pasted an updated link. I ran in the same 404.
Oh,
Therefore.
weird. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so this is an issue. There's already a patch, but we are going to try to create a fork for this just to test out that process. So, so Thomas, you're here. If you want to maybe open up the patch first, just so you can see the change that Gabor is proposing.
Yep. So looks like, what is it?
It's the I.
It's changing the capital I to lowercase I.
Oh yeah,
An initiative.
the Drupal coordination. That's pretty funny. Okay. So we are going to go and make that change, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Alrighty.
So I'm going to let you drive from here.
Create that. Yes. Okey-doke. Dun, dun, dun. I am creating an issue fork by pressing the button below the patch at the top of the issue queue. It says completing, so it is saying that I have push access. And for the recording, this is issue number 3196391.
May I ask a quick question in between? Because I guess because Thomas created the issue fork, he has automatically gained push access. But if you are just a visitor, as a user, coming to an issue with a created issue fork, you have the button request push access, I guess it is. Yeah, get push access, the button. And my question is, it isn't clear if the push access is on a issue basis or on a per project basis, or if it is a push access for whole Drupal.org.
That is a great question. That is push access to that issue repo. So that is a push access to that fork.
Only to the fork.
Only for that fork, yes. Because I have push access to certain projects, but I don't have to the main project. But this is actually requesting push access to that fork.
And I believe the only time it's denied is if perhaps you're not a confirmed user. Correct. And they might think that it's spam.
And actually, if you're not a confirmed user, you will not see that button.
Yeah.
Oh,
from
nice.
what I understand.
Cool.
Yeah, but from my perspective, is about it was a little bit hindering, or I don't know the right word in English.
No, that's a great question. That is definitely something that is okay. Get push access to what?
I was reluctant to push it. I don't know what it implicates.
Fair.
Just press the button. It'll be fine. Okay, nice. Continue.
Okay,
sorry.
Thomas.
Okay, so we see that it says that I've been granted push access above where the button had been. It spun for a while, and as you can all see, it now says that there's a patch created with the number of the patch and then the name of the patch afterwards. I can compare the patch that I'm creating, and there's a button for opening the merge request. I am pressing the open merge request button.
And just to be clear, this is a fork. It's not a patch. It's a little bit different.
Oh yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So actually, you're creating a merge request right now for no changes whatsoever.
Yep. So
what you want to do now is click on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I'm just going to try clicking on MR pound or yes, pound. I can't see it now because it's gone. In any case, it's giving me access to the inconsistent. Where is the actual? Do I? Now I'm lost.
Yeah, that's
So
totally okay.
if you notice, it's a merge request, and you got the overview of 0, commits of 0, and changes of 0.
Yes.
So basically, we are changing nothing at this point. So
Yes.
what we want to do is, if we open up the web in WebID, go ahead and click up the Open in WebID button. That's going to actually give us access to make changes to that information right away.
So where's the Web IDE being presented from? Is that a GitLab or GitHub tool?
So this is all in GitLab. So
Okay.
it's going to be because it's the Drupal.org's instance of GitLab. And now you'll notice that you have an IDE where you can actually go in and make the changes that you want.
For the sake of the recording, I would note that an IDE is I think it's independent developer environment, something developer environment, right?
Integrated?
Integrated? Maybe, yes.
Integrated
something.
sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Interactive?
I
So-
develop. Anyway.
I just went back to the patch file just to reference. Just to note, the change that we're trying to make is in core/maintainers.txt.
Core. Okay, so in the IDE, I am clicking through a browser on the left-hand side and clicking on core. And in core, I am looking for, where is the file?
Should be able to scroll down, yeah.
Yeah, maintainers.txt. So I found the file, maintainers.txt. I guess I click on it because it's an IDE, and that allows me to modify things.
And it happens to be line 509.
Well, that's helpful to know. So we are scrolling down to line 509.
Would have been a little bit of scrolling.
Yeah, and a lot of reading. Okay, so 509 initiative coordinators? No, 512.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So line 512, where it says the Drupal core initiative coordinators oversee approved projects. To follow the pattern from the request, we are changing the capital I to lowercase I, which now makes a single character change to the file. I press commit. I think that was the only request for that change, correct? Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm clicking commit, which is going to commit just that. I'm going to, let me see. What's this update core maintainers?
So
this is just telling me I can.
That's just a placeholder, and you can type in whatever, but that's going to be the default if you don't click write in anything.
So for the commit message, I should note that this was a learning opportunity for the Chicago Drupal user group, or Meetup?
Meetup. Chicago
Meetup?
Drupal Meetup.
Chicago Drupal Meetup. There you go. In which they wanted to see how the new, how the merge request process would look to a first timer. GitLab, I don't know, first time contributor, first time user. Yeah. There we go, that's easy. Should I note that they can discard this, ignore it, or just leave it as is?
Or merge it? No, I would say, because that way they can merge it if they approve it.
Yeah. So
yeah, and also there are opportunities to add more comments in the issues. You can see, I believe the highlighting in here is like Git generally, Ralph has a note. Git generally like suggests that commit messages are like, I think it's 50 characters. So it's highlighted here as a suggestion that this might be a little bit much for a commit message, but you can put it through.
We can. Learning opportunity for the Chicago Drupal Meetup. Boop, boop.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. No need to put anything else.
That's great. I didn't know how they were going to handle that, and it's neat that they highlight that. That's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to commit this, and we shall see whether or not that works. So I guess it goes off into the ether. And now I have no idea what I'm doing.
I think
That's
if you look
totally fair.
in the upper left-hand corner, there's the Drupal -319 blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Um,
So my recommendation is this is indeed relatively simple. And I would go through exactly this process in a very like well-produced, shiny video without my yapping. And I think that would be really great, especially if someone could describe what they're doing for other types of accessibility. Um, that would be really grand to have. So is there anything else I need to be doing? Should I close the window at this point?
However, just kind of maybe a last remark. This is great to see. This is the actual process. This is what everyone is going through, learning this and doing.
so
So
now
it's a great to show.
if you click on the where it says for collaboration on https drupal.org/project/Drupal, if you click on that link,
Mm-hmm.
nope, down,
This?
nope, down, fourth
Yeah,
line.
description. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
There you
Yes.
go. Click on that. And that's going to open up the issue, and we can then show what the changes on the issue happen, because we did create a merge request.
So before we do that, I would recommend giving instructions around a message that might be concerning to someone who just contributed, because
Mhm.
I don't know if this has, am I going to be blocked? Is this going to cause a problem? Do I need to create that personal access? Because this looks like an error to me, and
Yep.
it looks important.
Yeah, no, and actually I get that all the time, and I just click don't, or remind me later, even though I should click don't show again, because that's if you're, instead of using the git, like if you, in the blue button on the right that says clone, if you click on that down arrow, you'll notice that it gives you the clone with SSH or clone with HTTPS.
Yeah.
If you clone with SSH, that uses one process. If you clone with HTTPS, you need an authentication personal access token, which I don't know if I have or I don't have. I just always use the clone with SSH. So
Mhm.
do I need that? I don't know. I need to always look that up. And
Yeah, but I think it's Thomas has a good point that the workflow through the IDE and back to the issue is not super clear.
Absolutely.
And I would punctuate in any instructions when they've been successful. How do you know you've achieved what your goal is at each stage?
Yep.
Right.
I agree.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
we
so if
come
you-
back to come back to the same kind of issue we have with, APIs from other places and everything else too. It says, our documentation.
And if you scroll down even further, there's going to be a comment on it, merge request 23, and that you actually committed it, and learning opportunity for Chicago Meetup. So it's all documented there, and then you can add another comment saying the more verbose comment that you want to add, and add new comment.
Mhm.
So would I do, oh, I just add it through a normal comment.
For normal comment, right?
Okay,
And then you can actually take that issue, if you expand the issue metadata, which is, I hate that UI of that. You can actually, it's already set to needs review, so never mind. But if it was something that's needs work or something like that, you can actually set it to needs review and all that other information that you have.
And so, yeah, definitely want to call that out as part of the process for what a new committer through this process would need to
do me
consider.
one more favor, just for our ego. If you click on the issues tags next to novice.
Next to novice issues tag. Yes, here.
And then comma space Chicago. See if a tag comes in for us. Yeah, there you go. Then we can give our credit.
Nice. So yeah, so now
be,
here you can, yeah.
So that would be an appropriate use of issue tags. Like this is some of the arcane Drupalisms that I never learned.
Well, it's not so much a Drupalism. It is giving credit for the group of people that are working on it. Like everything that I did last week, I did a tag of the global contrib weekend. And if you're in DrupalCon, they ask you to do a tag of DrupalCon, whatever. And that just kind of gives credit to and I think it's something that's lacking in when we're doing things as a group like this, that we don't tag and give recognition to the meetups that are doing it. So
I would suggest that this might be an interesting way for the group moving forward once or twice a year to collectively work on problems that might be a little bit meatier and help people become more comfortable working as a team.
Absolutely. And then as the organizers find organizers can refine an issue and say, okay, we want to work on this next, where we can do this. Basically, all of us kind of hang out and watch someone else drive, but we all kind of give our opinion on it and say we want to work on this issue to better ourselves.
Yeah, it would be a cool idea at least.
Yep.
Okay, so comment wise, to finish this off, I write this novice issue was used to demonstrate how the new merge request process might look to new Drupal contributors or older longer term Drupal contributors who are new to using the GitLab process for the Drupal issue queue. All right. Thanks to everyone at the Chicago Drupal meetup.
And hi to Gabar.
For helping. Hello to Gabor.
He'll get a kick out of that, won't he?
I would actually add one more comment. Video recording of this available.
Where?
Well, we don't know yet. We got it
shortly.
We put this on the YouTube channel, the Drupal Chicago Meetup YouTube channel.
There we go.
So,
yeah.
I will at the Chicago Drupal meetup. This could be so funny. People go read this and then come and watch it being typed.
Yeah,
Video recording of this will be available at the Chicago Drupal meetup YouTube channel.
There's the link is in the chat.
The link in the chat there, Thomas, if you want to click the
Called
link.
a circular reference, right?
It is spectacular.
Watch this as we're watching you. Yes.
All right.
So circular reference I can get behind.
All right. And can I write a link? I think I can.
Sure.
If you're sharing, so if you go to your Zoom link, or if you have it already.
There we go.
Never mind. Sorry.
No worries. Oh, I could have just done an A.
Aren't Zoom noobs, so at this point in our lives.
Yep, and I just realized I could have typed that out in old HTML.
It's all it's totally okay. Every editor in the world has slightly different syntax, so it's okay.
Alrighty, so I think we that's everything.
Yeah.
I'm stopping my sharing. Thank you, everyone.
Cool. Thank you.